Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brahma Gandhi back with some more choices that matter in the someone out. This should be the final bonus video, and we're on the moon. We found Luca Parmigiano's suit all ripped up, and the Earth literally just phased out of existence. Okay, Scoot comfort. So basically, Scoot's comforting Bean because he's freaking out. Oh God. In all honesty, I wasn't expecting a return trip. So much had happened and we'd had so little time to prepare that I was surprised that we took off at all. My biggest regret is that now we couldn't fix it. A whole planet just blinked out. There was nothing we could do to survive. A flickering light in the corner of my eye caught my attention and I frowned. Is it Modi? There aren't any fireflies in space, right? I asked and rubbed his Scoot who oddly shaking me. What the? What? The fireflies are back. Both men turned to me. Is that a serious question? Scoot asked. In response, I pointed past him to where a small light like a firefly was drifting around the empty helmets. Three of us stopped still and watched it for a moment before it started floating away. I would like to know where it is going. Me too, I declared and started after not waiting for Scoot or being developed. The firefly led us to a natural cave or pit, just a depression in the rocks that made up the rest of the moon. Inside we found where Luca had spent his last hours. There was scribbled writing all over the walls, most of it in Italian, but enough in English to understand it meant. Its meaning, Luca had seen the earth disappear and had gone crazy. There was one phrase written over and over that stood out from the others. She was so sad, why wouldn't anyone help her? Teacher, I know what I must do. They lied, Bean muttered, looking around. He seemed to have calmed down, but his face was still pale. They lied to me. Who? I asked, ignoring Modi for now. The company. Bean was the traitor. I had a feeling that Bean was the traitor. Because he was angry, but Noodle, he wasn't talking to me, and I had a feeling that it was going to be Noodle, because Noodle was... So you're the traitor. You're the saboteur. They were going to pay me a lot of money, he explained, tears rolling down his face. Enough money to look after my family, but what's the point now? What do you mean they lied to you? Scoot asked, his pointed heavy on his face. Bean shook his head. They said that you were all fanatics, he muttered. That what you were saying isn't true, and that the outages were because of chemicals in the air blocking the sunlight. Bitch! That is not possible. I was desperate for an explanation. I didn't want to look at the science, he cried. I couldn't believe that the whole planetary body could just disappear. I don't think any of us could until we saw it ourselves, I said, shaking my head. What do we believe now? Am I going to have to still sacrifice Modi? Am I going to be sacrificing him on the moon? That I was a fool, Bean scoffed, but not anymore. When we get back to the ship, I'll fix what I broke. This is more important than money. Not that it'll make a difference. Teacher, I really must talk to you. He's probably going to tell me. Not now, Modi. Scoot, I think we should head back, figure out our next move without wasting extra oxygen. Good point, Scoot nodded. Bean, stay where I can see you. Let's move. Teacher. When we get back, Modi, I commanded, I need time alone with my thoughts and grief. Modi fell silent. I'm sorry, Modi, I just need some time. It seemed to take a lot less time getting back to the shuttle compared to leaving it, probably because there wasn't anything to look forward to when we got there. Scoot, Bean, and I took off our suits, and then the other two went to check on Noodle. I returned to the cockpit and strapped myself in a chair, waiting. May I speak now, teacher? You're being very rude. Sorry, I sighed, rubbing my forehead. All this bouncing around in low gravity had made me dizzy. What do you want, Modi? I know what to do to make the Earth return. He's going to talk about killing himself. And you've been keeping this to yourself? I asked, sitting straight up in my chair. You told me not to speak, teacher. I bit back my reply. No need to argue at this point. Go ahead, Modi. Tell me what you know. I've been talking to Madame Gaia, teacher. Children of Gaia? Are they related? She has been transcending corporal planes because she's so sad, so lonely. All I need to do is join her. She needs a soul worthy and willing to sacrifice themselves. Sacrifice? Who's this Madame Gaia, Modi? I asked, my mind spinning. She is Earth, teacher. Earth and everything and everyone living on her. Wait, join her? What do you... Before I could finish my sentence, I understood what Modi was talking about. The children of Gaia had been looking for a worthy sacrifice, a kind of soul who presented a strong connection or resonance, according to Aetherites, to this other plane. A brave soul who was willing to sacrifice themselves. And Modi was that someone. Oh my god. So I don't know if Sharon and Etienne are even alive. I don't even know if Dolores is alive. I don't know who is alive. But Modi, you don't have a soul. Teacher, after everything we've been through, you really believe that? No. If I was honest, I didn't. Fine, alright, but if all that is true, then how did an AI get a soul? It started with Professor Soul when he altered me to be able to learn. You taught me the rest. Me? I have learned so much from you, teacher. Oh no, and now he's gonna recap every decision I made. Every choice you made taught me something new. He's gonna recap it. While we were in South Peru, it was more important to hack the police, yada yada yada. Yep, we returned Jonathan to company. Risked my life. Dead astronaut sister, kind. Okay. When a mob formed attack, you told him to stop. Spread news, inconsequential. Bodicon devices can dream if they want to. Some things are more important. Hunt killers. Miss Beatrice died, so kill Miss Dagger. Kidnap. Taught me how to be a person, teacher. I started Modi, I'm only two. Sometimes I make mistakes. You can't take what I say as a gospel. Teacher, are you afraid? That's a stupid question. Of course I am. Afraid of losing me or afraid of being alone? Being alone, everyone else dies, but not you. Teacher, you don't have to be afraid. We have made it this far, and that means there's no giving up. Only new opportunities to help people. I hope at least Sharon or Etienne, one of them survived. That is what Modicons are made for. No, not you. I disagree. Close my eyes. I could. You're special. I am. I have a feeling it's all the same thing. Yeah, it looks like it's the same thing. Open the back of the casing. I'm not gonna lie. Retrieve the keys. I'll probably go back and just see what happens if I lie. Carefully move the wires out of the way. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah. Teacher, wait. I'm not ready. I don't want to. I can't do it. No. 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 I know, but I'm afraid. Yeah, don't be afraid. No. This is helping me cope with this. This is helping me cope. I can cope. Modi? Scoot found me sometime later, head in my hands. Is everything alright? Scoot asked, frowning down at me. I looked up at him, forcing a smile as tears spilled from my eyes. No, not at all. I unstrapped myself in a chair and went to the other side of the shuttle where there was a porthole I'd be able to see Earth from. There it was, just where it belonged. Modi was right. Holy shit, Modi, you... Well, I'll be damned, Scoot hollered beside me. Bean, come look at this. He leaned close to the window, a wide grin across his face. Were we wrong? He mused. What brought it back? Modi, I answered. Modi brought her back. Scoot looked at me, joined his eyes. Well, show me the little AI. I want to thank it. Modi's dead, Scoot. That's... Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add some different music to this. I'm gonna add some gangster music, bro. Gangster, bro. Okay. And then, let's go back. Several months later. Let's see. When the doorbell rang, Christmas morning. Yep. Upheaval. Wong survived. Okay. Coming here for space had been harrowing. Modi had been right. There wasn't enough oxygen for all of us. Bean had sacrificed himself for the rest of us. He'd simply stepped out of the airlock and removed his helmet. I still had nightmares both about that and what might have happened up there if Earth hadn't returned. Scoot and the American astronaut Chief Jack and Sam were joining us today. Bruh, we got the astronauts there. Okay. All four of them had been in the news in interview after interview talking about the trial they had gone through to get to space. Scoot himself had already been asked to lead the team back up to study the incident for space. He accepted on the terms that the Americans came with him. Scoot and I had kept Bean's plan to double-cross us to ourselves. When we brought back Bean's body, he was given a hero's funeral. The only astronaut missing today would be Noodle, but he'd be here on New Year's. He was visiting his family before flying over. Okay. You go right on ahead. Okay. Penny had decided to settle in America. Yada, yada, yada. And then there's the fruit basket. Did you walk over by yourself, or is Penny with you? He smiled and nodded, giving no indication which was true. As I was about to ask, I heard Penny's voice talking to Wong. It wasn't until I was home that I realized the full extent of the damage done at the last stand in Russia. Wong had been the one to show me. He was the last remaining Aetherite and had decided to join the Children of Gaia, yada yada yada. Aside from uniting to the oldest secret organization in the world, Wong had also been flying all over the world and rallying governments. That's the same thing. Let me see. Put together a press release, yada. It was vital. Okay, let's see. I told Wong about the entity that I could hear in space, Madame Gaia. We come to the conclusion that Madame Gaia was the collective resonance of Earth and all of its inhabitants, humans and animals and plants all included. Wong also theorized that all objects, biological and non-biological, as long as they have sufficient complex electrical activity, that must have also the ability to grow in resonance with the other plane, and presumably a soul. That was how Earth and Modi gained their souls. It was hard to wrap my head around it. Wong, or more specifically, Science Mind, was doing better than I was. However, the big challenge was I was explaining it to other people. You and me. Come on, let's join everyone else. Okay. Wong, embrace Penny. Display have few fun. Blah blah blah. I just want to know what happened. I couldn't imagine the look on Sharon's face if she could see me now. I swear. Are you kidding me? She still died? Apparently the American possum. Yeah. What the hell? I felt a pain in my heart at the memory of her. What? Returning from space, it started with celebration. Then I heard about how Sharon and Etienne had fired the rocket that took out the tank at a great cost. Sharon had died and Etienne only just survived. We had a small funeral for her with Chrissy and her husband, Matthias. It had been painful watching Chrissy crumble over Sharon's car. Oh! Sharon still dies? It's okay. It's a little bit better. Etienne survived. I'd taken her aside later and told her what her mother had meant. Oh my god. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. It's Dolores. Okay. Are you... So, Etienne is the only survivor. Oh my god. Chase survived. Why weren't you the one going to space, huh? Taking it a day at a time. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. Still? Oh my god. Okay. What's your alternative? She said nothing, rubbed his arm distractingly away to let him think. My advice for what it's worth, yada, yada. What the hell? Wow, muttered a voice behind me. That seemed pretty heavy. I turned to see Etienne walking towards me, and I braced him with a laugh. He'd been out getting party supplies, and I'd been wondering when he'd be back. Okay, Etienne's alive, but damn it, why did Sharon have to die? God dang it! Okay, Russia is a terrible choice to make. That's just all I'm saying. You have no idea I signed my mock, Corey. Get everything okay? Yeah, and more ice than we'll ever need. Speaking of, I got to get it out of the car, he muttered, rolling his eyes and backing out of the kitchen. He moved he'd moved back to Flying Falls after everything had settled down. I'd miss him dearly, but I was happy he was happy. Damn! He's gone back to be a park warden. When he'd arrived here a week ago, he was in full uniform. We teased him mercilessly for him. His mother arrived at some point today, but we didn't know. He joked about it probably not coming to banning him again, but I knew he'd be hurt if she didn't show. Oh no. Joanne Wong. Oh no. Oh my god. Bro, why did Sharon have to die, bro? She had to die. Damn it, I was. There was nothing I could do. Maybe if I had the taser. If I have, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause it. I'm going to stop the recording right here because I already could tell that it's gonna. Okay, Bean, yeah, he died. Sharon, and then there's Modi. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Escape to the deck, bruh. Nah, we gotta go. Okay. Give the Modi Contemplating to deal with. Okay. Then we got the dreams. Let me see. Sharon and Etienne were on the outside of the shuttle floating in space. For a moment I was Okay. Okay, so we got a space dream. Help me, please. I'm lost. Okay. Later, bro. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go back to see what the taser would do. If the taser would save them. So, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I made it back. So what I went back to the part where the two women held me up with the submachine gun. So instead of pulling out the taser, I talked to them calmly. So here's what it says. I put my hands up and calmly backed away. I don't mean any harm, I said as steady as I could. I'm just lost and looking for directions. I didn't know if they knew English, so I picked up and pointed at my GPS for emphasis. The driver said something in Russian and the passenger got out, moving towards me. I hesitated. The gun still trained on me. If you could just show me where we are on this map, I asked, indicating to the hood where it was spread. The passenger picked it up and I sighed in relief, stepping towards her. Gun-toting driver shouted, and I didn't need to know Russian to know get back when I heard it. I realized what was happening when the second woman got in the car and started the engine. I had left the keys in the ignition. Together they drove away, leaving me holding the GPS and my bag, which I had thankfully taken out of the car to eat a snack. Groaning, I started walking along the road, pocketing the GPS and shouldering my bag. I sent a quick message to Dolores as I walked. Lost, car got stolen at gunpoint. I don't think we want to inform the police. The phone rang immediately. Pick it up. Let's see. Dolores, Crank is picking you up. It'll drive you from now on. Okay. So it's basically the same thing. Alright, now I'm gonna get back to where Modi asked if I still have a taser. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I made it back. And here's what okay, yes, I remember you didn't have all the materials. I believe I do now, teacher. I need one of the tasers that Mr. Crank gave you. Then Mr. Wong can construct the ammunition. The tasers? I didn't ask, knowing I wouldn't even understand how it would work, as long as it did. Alright, Modi, let's figure this out. Where do I need to take the taser to? Mr. Wong, as I said. I have sent the blueprints to Master Yumi's Modicon device, which Mr. Wong has. When did that happen? I remember it aloud, ducking from cover to cover, the back of the building where the injured were waiting. Okay, I just had to make sure my mic wasn't muted again, because it's already happened once. I don't want it to happen again. When I asked Master Yumi to do it, really, excellent, I reached Wong and pulled the taser from my belt, passing it to him. He looked at me blankly. Modi's sending you instructions on how to turn that into a rocket for the launcher in the nest. I yelled over the sound of gunfire. Message me when it's done. He frowned but didn't comment, just turned the taser over in his hands while I made my way back. An onslaught was relentless, though more than once I was going to pass out from just the intensity of it. Crackled, scoot the head of Russian Cosmo. Alright. Okay, and now we're back here. Now, I'll just skip through all this because we already know what's gonna happen. Stand ground. I'm alright. I'll go to space, because we already know what happens if Sharon goes to space. The space station does not make it back, so yeah. Get suited up first. I'll do what you need, don't worry about me. Blah blah blah. Thank you, I can't express how much you've done for us. Ready them to tell them to come back. Let's see. They're still not. Mr. Wong finished the rocket I devised, teacher. I'm so glad it works. So we hope. Sharon scoffed, checking dials on the rocket launcher that I didn't even understand. As long as it doesn't blow us up, I'm happy. I remembered I have to prepare for the shuttle. Okay. Okay then. I swear, I love this part. Screw it. Hey, she knows. She knows what's up. No. Afraid we won't find anything. Assume they are kidding, because they probably won't let me off anyways. Yes, sir, Mr. Russia. We already know who the traitor is. It's Bean. We need to check that out. I want to see what they say. Time to go. Yep. Okay, he just ignores me. Dolores. 37% of players, Dolores is still alive and have volunteered to be the fourth astronaut. So, okay, so by this time, Dolores could have died. How? I'm just wondering how she would die. Maybe if you had Matron go with her, she'd be dead. I don't know. Okay. Okay. You go like that. You know what? I'm gonna actually cut it right here. I'll see you guys back at the outro just to see if Sharon is still alive. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Bruh. I went to go and find Bean. Look at this. What do you want? He asked, spitting the words at me. I blinked at his aggressiveness. What is your problem with me? I must admit, I was wondering the same thing, Mr. Bean. Teacher's actually quite likable. Bean shoved me roughly into a crevice in the wall, but before I could retaliate, he started stripping me out of my spacesuit. Bruh! He about to commit rape. Bruh, he is about to commit rape. Modi, don't look. Don't look, Modi. Okay, all I wanted to see was what happens if you lie to Modi, just real quick. What's the first step? Okay, go like that. Lie and say that it's stuck. It's stuck, I lied. I can't do it. That's a lie, teacher. It's alright, you don't have to lie. We're both scared. I understand. Quietly open the back of the casing. I understand. Okay, let me see. I don't have them. I haven't needed them in months. We both know that isn't true. Damn, he knows. Even when traveling, you always have them on you. You're right. You're right. One by one, I separated the detachable tools. Lions say the wires are packed too tightly together. Teacher, enough. Bodhi, you can't see back here. I continue to lie. Soul's been all over the wiring, so I can't do it. Professor Soul also uploaded a new schematic to my database when he made these changes. There is room, teacher. Of course he did. What a prince. Fine. Okay. Okay, I believe that everything should be the same. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there's a part. Thank you, Modi. Goodbye. Okay. Yep, that's it. So, I'll see you guys when we get to the part where it talks about Sharon and Etienne. Okay, guys, I found the part that we're about there. So, let's see. Okay, Wong. I embraced Penny and she laughed at a joke from her Christmas cracker. Despite having a few fans in the room, I was wiping sweat from my brow. Having Christmas summer was really abnormal. I wish it would stop. Sharon caught my expression and started to laugh. Oh my god. It came down to a taser to save Sharon. It came down to a taser. Just one taser. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, Jesus. Honestly, I didn't even need to tase the Russian ladies anyways. I couldn't... You gotta be kidding me. Okay. I'm mad now when I'm happy. What a wimp, she cried, laughing. You bitch. You know, summer in Australia is much worse than this mild heat you've got. Roads melt. I've had Christmases hotter than this since I was a young possum. Apparently the American possum was something completely different to an Australian possum. She taught me that along with many other things. I stuck my tongue out at her and she tried to grab it, falling into my arms instead. I kissed her soundly before she returned to her conversation. She'd moved in with me since everything had returned to normal. I was relieved to find her safe and sound, and we'd taken it from there. We'd barely had time to be together without danger around every corner, so it had been nice, the normalness of moving in together. Today she was antsy, constantly looking at the clock. Chrissy and her husband Matthias were due to arrive any minute now. Did Etienne arrive? I looked around trying to figure out who I hadn't greeted yet. Okay, so Sharon was there. Circle the lounger. Just a pair of hands clap my shoulders. It's gonna be... I'm good. Solid. Okay, yep. Yeah, it's okay, Chase makes it out. Okay, she probably wouldn't want you thinking like that. Let's see. I hesitated, and do something. Remember, blah blah blah. Chase stared at me. Okay. Wow, that seemed pretty. Oh my! It all came down to just a taser, to just a taser, to just one single taser. To just one taser to save both of them. I'm still doing the 3 playthroughs, okay? This is still going to be the no romance playthrough. My first fucking playthrough got no romance. Wow. Okay, that cured my depression. Man, I've been depressed for so long ever since I got freaking both of them killed. I was so depressed, bro. I was like, no, bro. I can't lose anyone else. Bro. I'm mad. Joey Wong. Okay, so Dolores would still be alive too. Okay. Okay, not that many people. Not many people. Stay put. Guys, stay put. Bruh, you gotta be kidding, man. It came down to just a single taser. Just a taser. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm mad. Okay, now that I know that it comes down to a taser, then I guess that what I'm gonna do is I guess I'll maybe next playthrough, like I have to decide, do I want to do next playthrough with the Sharon or next playthrough with Etienne? I gotta decide that. That's what I'm deciding right now. So okay, let's see. What's the different thing about the dream? Fell easily to sleep. Trinity are on the outside of the shuttle. Okay. What? Okay. It's basically the same. Okay, so yeah. I'll see you guys probably in the next playthrough, where I'll tell you at the beginning of the playthrough of what run it's going to be. So I'll see you guys then. So this is Mahatma Gandhi, and this is goodbye to And the Sun Without No Romance Run. So yeah, see you guys.